Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the third ever State Officers live stream. My name is Matt Giroux, and I'm your State Master Counselor. And here with me, as always, your State Deputy Master Counselor, Britton Northcutt, the State Senior Counselor, Dakota Davis, and the State Junior Counselor, Brandon Smith. Today, we are also going to be giving away a chance to win this red DeMolay hoodie. The only way you can win it is by paying attention to the live stream and looking for the letters we're going to be giving out for a code word. You enter the code word into a link which is in the post with the live stream.
The first letter is X.
Go ahead and write that down, memorize it, do something.
X.
Throw it back. X.
So this last weekend, we released the latest edition of the Tri-Youth Times, and it kind of shows what DeMolay has been up to, but also what Oklahoma Rainbow and Oklahoma Jokes Daughters has been up to. And if you go over to the Oklahoma DeMolay Facebook page, you'll be able to find that and share it with your friends and check it out.
Very exciting stuff. So if you haven't heard, Oklahoma DeMolay just recently started a new Blue Honor Key program. We won't say a whole lot right now. Let's go ahead and show the video. Awesome. Well, I'll go ahead and do a little bit of a recap here. So basically, if you earn a Blue Honor Key from October 1st until March 31st, you actually get an all expenses paid trip to Great Wolf Lodge in Grapevine, Texas. It's going to be an awesome weekend, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So definitely do not miss out.
Super exciting.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Brando?
So, alright, so now, I know y'all been waiting for this one. The next letter for the code to win that cool red DeMolay hoodie, the next letter is M.
That.
M is the next letter.
Very exciting.
Okay, moving on. So yesterday, Saturday, October 28th, we had the first ever alumni flag football game. It was really, really fun. We had hot dogs, we rekindled some old fellowships, and overall, just a really awesome event. So if you're interested in getting more involved with the Senior DeMolay alumni, you need to contact Rory Glendenning about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We wanted to go ahead and say thank you very much if you attended the State Officers Reception. Your support means everything to us, and we really greatly appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Brando, you want to go ahead and give away the next letter?
I guess. Alright, so the next letter for the code is actually a trick question, not a letter. It's the number 3. Number 3 is the next part of the code.
Alrighty, we appear to be having some technical difficulties.
All right, well, we apologize about that technical difficulty. We're going to go ahead and restart that letter in case y'all didn't hear it, which, again, trick question, not a letter. The next alphanumeric character for the code is the number 3. 3.
3.
Yes, awesome. The amount of brain cells that Brandon has sometimes. Awesome.
Which is also the number of spots for what is next, the Oklahoma DeMolay Association Leadership Council. For those of you who were at the state officer reception, you saw in that little booklet right there, we have the application for the ODA Leadership Council. This is a way to serve in a leadership position for the whole state without being a state officer. And the application for that will be posted on our Facebook page shortly after this live stream. And we ask that you turn those in by November 15th. And good luck.
Awesome. The next thing that we're going to talk about is actually the 1919 Club. This was a program started by DeMolay International to help them raise money. Essentially what it is a recurring, so monthly donation to DeMolay International of $19.19. What's awesome is that you can actually select Oklahoma DeMolay, and 25% of that will go to us to help us with all of our programs and all of the wonderful things that we're doing. You don't have to be a DeMolay, senior DeMolay advisor. It can be anyone. Mom, dad, grandpa. We definitely would appreciate the support, so go ahead and click on that 1919 and donate some money to DeMolay.
We should also be talking about the Founders Club and the plaque. If you do get in that between the next year, we're going to actually be doing a plaque at the ODA office with the names of all those who do it within, I think it's sometime in 2018.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're going to be calling that the Legacy Club.
Right.
The 1919 Legacy Club. Moving on, another cool program coming out for Oklahoma DeMolay. This is targeted towards the females of the Oklahoma DeMolay world. The Pink Honor Key. Normally, to get your Pink Honor Key, you had to get in 5. We've changed that. Since then, it is now that famous number 3. So, if you are a girl and you want to earn your Pink Honor Key, it has never been easier than now. Go out, talk to those guys, get in some members for DeMolay, and earn your Pink Honor Key.
Great. So, Brandon, I think you have some announcements and awards to give away.
All right. So, as most of y'all that went to Conclave know, one of my ideas when I was running was to split the quarterly awards up into 3 different distinct awards. With those awards, we have the Master Counselor of the quarter, we have the Rising Star of the quarter, and the Most Inspirational DeMolay of the quarter. And those awards obviously get into who we think showed their worth or did the best during those 3 months. As Master Counselor, the Rising Star would be like a new DeMolay who's joined within the last 6 months of the award, who's really left a lasting impression, someone who sounds really excited, ready to jump in full force into DeMolay. And the last award being Inspirational DeMolay of the quarter, just an award for those who really inspire those around them. So I'm going to go ahead and present these awards. We're also going to be doing a Facebook post about it later as well. I'll be presenting them in person with an actual physical award. But without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and announce the Master Counselor of the quarter. State officers, can I get a drum roll, please? And the Master Counselor of the quarter is Robert Paddock.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
Congratulations,
congrats,
Robert.
Very well deserved. Robert's done really well this term, and I think he's really impressed most of us. Really looking forward to see what else he's got in the next coming years.
Absolutely.
Next award's going to be the Rising Star of the quarter. Again, this is the award given to just the DeMolay that's joined within the last 6 months. That's really left a good impression on us. It shows that they're excited about DeMolay. Maybe they've gotten a couple friends in just within joining. Things like that would all kind of show for consideration for us. So this award's going to go ahead and go out to Patrick Gaines of Siloam Chapter.
Congratulations,
Nice.
Patrick.
Congratulations, Patrick. Hopefully you're watching right now. Otherwise, we'll see the Facebook post. We'll tag him in it. Make sure we get that award out to him. And for the last award, Inspirational DeMolay of the quarter, This one might be a little bit obvious, but I'll just go ahead and throw the name out there. Drum roll, please. Blaine Olson for the Inspirational DeMolay of the Quarter. I've had a chance to work with Blaine personally. I've spoken to him. I visited him in the hospital. I'm sure most of y'all know, but Blaine was in a car accident earlier this year, actually pretty recently. And one thing that's really impressed me is his positive outlook that I've got to speak to him, that he showed when I spoke to him at the State Officers reception. He's really, if anything, the accidents just made him more motivated and ready to get to work. So that's something that's really inspired me to do better, and I think I've seen that inspiration throughout Oklahoma DeMolay, especially with all the support that's gone out to him as well. So that's those 3 awards, and I think I'm about done.
Yeah.
Congratulations, guys.
Just really quickly before we hop into our question and answer segment, we have one last little thing to give away here. Our last letter. Brandon, if you want to go ahead and do that.
Okay, last letter for the code, so you can win that sweet red DeMolay hoodie. All right, that right there.
Ba-bam.
The letter, or maybe it's not a letter. The letter is in. I don't know how to, or yeah, in. I don't know how to do an in.
Awesome.
Someone show me how to do an in. I'll do that later.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So what that means, make sure, go ahead and stick around for the question and answer in case you do have questions. But after this is done, go up to the link in the top of the video and go ahead, fill out that Google form with your name and your jacket size, and then you'll have the opportunity to go ahead and win one of these. And we'll announce that later this evening.
Yep.
Great, so I'll go ahead, I'll pull up the live stream here, and we'll see if we have some questions from anybody.
Ooh, questions.
Questions. Anybody have any questions?
I'm also going to pull up the live stream as well.
Yeah, so we can have a couple people monitoring. While we're waiting on some questions, we'd like to apologize again for the technical difficulties. We're still learning how to actually do this. It's quite the rough process, but eventually we'll get it figured out and we shouldn't have any more of these problems. So we appreciate your patience, and we appreciate you taking the time to watch this live stream. I'm actually surprised that we don't really have any questions. We'll go ahead, we'll leave it open for another minute or two and see if anything comes in.
Well, we didn't actually ask for to tell them about the questions early on, but I do see one question by Adam from Stillwater chapter, which says, how long do these usually last? Usually the live streams last about 20-30 minutes.
Yeah.
But, I mean, we're open to going longer if y'all want to keep hearing us talk.
I mean, we could go for hours. Want to make this a 24-hour stream, guys?
Personally, I'm a bit tired of hearing Britton talk, so...
I don't think we have camera battery for that long.
No.
Okay.
Clearly we don't.
That's a good question.
So, we'll go with this one first.
Yeah.
Dad Northcutt, our executive officer, asks a good question. He says, do you have to get 10 members from October 1st through March 31st? No, that's our fault for not clarifying. The only thing is that you have to earn a Blue Honor key. So, say for example that you're at 8 members and you got 2 in, you would still qualify for the trip. We have another question. How is Oklahoma DeMolay planning to honor DeMolay International's centennial? That's something that we have not discussed too much because that's still a little over a year out. So, yeah. How close are we to getting positive growth? What chapters have attained positive growth? So we were looking at this just a little bit earlier. We are actually 18 away from positive growth. And with the way that we normally perform during Rush Month, that should be no challenge at all. Last year we broke 20 in November alone, and we've had a huge uptick in membership recently.
As far as which chapters have obtained positive growth, I don't believe we actually looked at that specifically, but maybe off the top of our heads, we might be able to figure out. Or maybe not.
Well, because we have no idea how many majorities there are. So
Yeah.
That information is found on eScribe if you'd like
Yes.
to go to DeMolay International's website.
Absolutely. Does anybody else have any other questions? It's pretty awesome. We have 27 viewers right now. So thank you all for tuning in. We hope that you're enjoying this.
Yeah, and feel free to tell your friends about it after the stream is over. It will remain on our Facebook page, so you can watch it later tonight if you get bored and want to see us again.
Huge shout out to Dad Brennan Parkin for running the whole behind the scenes thing. It makes it a lot better. It makes things hopefully run smoother. We had some technical difficulties today, but we will definitely get those figured out in the future.
Not seeing any more questions.
Well,
So might be about time to wrap it up.
Yeah, I think so. Thank you guys again for tuning in to this third Oklahoma DeMolay live stream. Make sure to go up to that link and fill out the Google form for your chance to win. We'll make sure to draw that later and have some... Oh, we've got a couple more questions. So, Eric Mahiran asked, when are the state assistance applications due by? November 15th.
Yep.
That way we have time. There's going to be an interview process. We'll go ahead. You want to talk about the requirements for the Leadership Council really quick? I think that'd be a good idea. So, some of the requirements, you have to be at least 15 years old and, have either super reliable transportation, so somebody that can take you all over the state anytime it's needed, or be able to drive. You also have to be a past master counselor. You have to have your Representative DeMolay Award, as well as the first Leadership Correspondence course finished. Okay? Why did Firebeard cut his beard?
Firebeard is actually not my nickname. That is the nickname of somebody else, Jake Inman. But I cut my beard because change is good, and I wanted to see what I looked like with a shorter beard because I had that beard for 1 year, and it needed to go.
Yeah.
And I'm glad it's gone.
And because the executive officer told him to.
Yeah, that too.
Cool.
Will there be more parents at Winterfest? We have a pretty big group of parents and support as far as adult help goes to make sure everything's well supervised, safe, as well as a lot of the older members helping at that as well.
And see, that's what's great about the new alumni association that's been started. So we should be seeing an uptick in a lot of very talented adults, senior DeMolays, and all kinds of people helping out. So yeah.
Alrighty. Well, we'll go ahead and call it quits there. Thank you again for tuning into this live stream. We just want to apologize one more time for the technical difficulties. We're definitely working on getting it figured out, and we think that our live streams are improving every time. So,
Yep. Hopefully.
just one more reminder, go fill out that Google form. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to drop the full code. So, no, I'm not supposed to do that, but we're going to do it anyway. So it's XM3N. That's your last opportunity. If you didn't hear it, I'm sorry. Without further ado, thanks guys. We'll see you later.
Thanks, guys. Have a good one.
Bye.
Take it easy.